You continue to see the screens, right? Yeah. Yep. I want to reduce the light.
What's wrong here?
But we'll get started in a minute's time. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the School of Information Technology and Systems Postgraduate Course Advice session. I'm Richa Avasthi. I'm an assistant professor dealing or convening various units at the School of ITS, and I'm also the program director for postgraduate courses. Today, we will provide you information which will be helpful as you are being welcomed at the school. Along with me, I have Dr. Sumaira Qureshi, who is also an assistant professor at the School of ITS. She will be moderating the session, facilitating participation of the online participants or students. Before I begin the session, I would like to acknowledge the Ngunnawal people as the traditional custodians of the land upon which our campus sits and where we are meeting today. I wish to acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and contribution they make to the life of Canberra and the region. We also acknowledge all other First Nations people on whose land we gathered. I would like to especially acknowledge if any of you is from the First Nations background. We have a Dean's message for you, so let's hear the message from our Executive Dean.
I'm Professor Jenny Deacon, the Executive Dean of the Science and Technology. I'd like to start by acknowledging the Ngunnawal people as traditional custodians of the land on which this campus is situated. I acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to Canberra and the Northern region. I'd like to acknowledge other First Nations peoples in this landscape. I'd like to welcome all our new students to the faculty and all of our continuing students welcome you back to the campus. So we are a rather unique faculty in Australia because we've brought the schools of science and information technologies and systems together into a single faculty to work on solving real problems. We are committed to experimental learning to ensure job-ready, world-ready and future-ready graduates. We may gain the skills to set you apart through a professional practice placement, a research project, or even workshopping to peers to solve real-world problems. Our science graduates rank in the top 4 nationally for employment Our Computing and Information Systems graduate ranked in the top 5 nationally for full-time employment. Our staff are committed to sharing their knowledge, experience and professional connections. In some cases, our staff bring in those working in industry or government to give the real-world perspective to the material they teach. Now, while you're studying with us, we hope that you'll experience some of our world-class teaching and research laboratories as you gain hands-on experience. We're an inclusive faculty and we embrace diversity, and as such, we actually have a new UC society for women in STEM. So please make sure that you get along and make the most of that if you're women in STEM. Finally, we have some faculty values, all core values, that we expect our staff and students to adhere to. And they are our people, so whether you're a student or staff member, we really value your contribution to the faculty. We respect each other, we act in integrity, and we collaborate. So if you're doing a group project, make sure you're collaborating in each way. So I'd just like to finally just welcome you to the faculty and hope that you have a great year. And remember that we are here to support you.
So that's a tour of our faculty.
I'm Professor Engineering Postgraduate.
Now, just in addition to whatever our Dean has said, I would like to add that our courses, especially the Capstone project, which is a collaborative project, has received commendation at Australian level at the Engagement Australia Award. So that's one of the key points I will add here. Now, you have been invited to this session if you are commencing our postgraduate courses, which means either you are enrolled in 840 AA Graduate Certificate in Information Technology, 843 AA Graduate Diploma in Information Technology, 841 AA Graduate Certificate in Business Informatics, 844 AA Graduate Diploma in Business Informatics, 309 JA Master of Business Informatics, 973 AA Master of Information Technology and Systems, ITM 001 Master of Data Science, or ITC 102 Graduate Certificate in Data Science. So can you all feel that you are enrolled in one of the courses? So that's the right venue for you. Now, let's begin with the important dates. So this is an orientation week, you all know, and our semester one begins on Monday, 3rd of February, which is next Monday. Now, it may happen that you want to add or self-enroll yourself into the units, which is possible by Friday, 7th of February, which is the last day to add yourself or self-enroll into semester one units without your lecturer's approval. At any point in time, if you want to enroll yourself into a unit after this date, you will need lecturer's approval, and which may be possible in week one. Friday, 28 February 2025, which is the census date. Sometimes it may happen that you enroll into a unit. Once you start working through that, you feel that this is not the right time to complete this, or you think that you want to change your workload around the semester, and that in that case you may want to withdraw. So if at any point in time you want to withdraw from your semester one unit without any academic or financial penalty, then you need to do that before the census date. And that census date is Friday, 28th of February. So we have assessments designed in a way that before the census day, you get a feel of how you are progressing or tracking in the unit, right? So I hope that you don't need to withdraw from the unit, but in any case, you want to avoid financial or academic penalty, you need to do that before the census date. Now, some important context within the faculty, it will be good to know your executive dean. So as you saw from the message, the executive dean of SciTech is Professor Janine Deakin. Our associate dean of education is Dr. Luke Nguyen Hon. Our associate dean research and innovation, or ADR, is Professor Fiona Dyer. I would also like to introduce you to the program director team. So ITS has program directors based on the disciplines of such as we have someone for business and informatics, we have program director for undergraduate courses, and we have program director for postgraduate courses. So our Dr. Yibe Alim is our program director for the courses which are Bachelor of Information Technology 322 AA, Bachelor of Software Engineering 560 AA, Bachelor of Software Engineering or Bachelor of Business Informatics. I am program director for the courses, mainly Master of Data Science or Master of Information Technology and Systems, or Graduate Certificate and Graduate Diploma. We have Dr. Zina Al-Samarai, who is our program director for Business Informatics, which means she deals the courses Master of Business Informatics, Bachelor of Business Informatics, Graduate Certificate in Business Informatics, and Graduate Diploma in Business Informatics. We have Dr. Mariam Gahramani, who is focused on engineering discipline, and she deals with the courses Bachelor of Engineering Honors and Master of Engineering. Now, some important information relating to where the Student Central is located and what they can help you with. So Student Central is located in Building 1, which is our next stop from here. It is your first stop for any administrative inquiry. And the Student Center staff will provide assistance, or they will refer you to the faculty staff or student welfare or inclusion and engagement. And you can contact them using the email ID, which is student.center@canberra.edu.au. You can also reach them at the phone number 1300-301-727. Now, what they can help with. So they are mainly for your administrative inquiry, which will be like, as you arrive, you need your email ID for the access to university material, and they can help you with setting up your student email account, any inquiry related to the passwords. They can also help you with the self-enrollment. They can also help you with the queries relating to HEX Help, Help, and SA Help. There is a MyUC student portal, so they can help you with setting up on setup relating to the student portal. They can help you with tutorials and timetable. It's very important that you enroll yourself in the tutorials which are not clashing. So you will be at any point in time, usually you are enrolled in 4 units, and each of the unit will generally have 1 weekly tutorial. So it's important that you manage your tutorial enrollment, avoiding any clashes. So they will help you with timetable, and sometimes you may want to work around your schedule so that you can effectively use your week time. So they can help you with tutorials and timetable. They can help you with ID card, which is very important at any point in time you are accessing labs or some of the spaces where workspaces where you need an ID to enter. So they will help you with the ID cards, and they also help with student services and amenities fees. Now, there is a course advice. So there are a required unit. There are units which you can decide depending on how you want to plan them. So you can have a course advice which includes a study plan advice. How should you plan your years for your course? How should you enroll in the units? It is also possible that sometimes when you are transferring from another university to this university, then you may be eligible for credits based on what you have studied in earlier in the other university. And in that case, you can apply for credit. So with the course advice, you can help with applications for credit. There may be variations to enrollment, that how you want to enroll in the unit, and those variations you can get help with the course advice. You can also have variations to course requirements, which often happens when you are actually moving to postgraduate course after completing a bachelor's degree at UC. So when you complete bachelor's degree, it is possible that some units you have completed at the undergraduate level, which are not compatible with the PG level unit. And in that case, you may need variations to your course requirements. So you can get help with that. When you're progressing with the course, any advice, or if you are facing any issues you need help with, then you can seek help with the course advice. And you can also apply for cross-institutional study, study abroad, and exchange programs. So you will need to contact a faculty advisor for that purpose. It's generally advised that when you are self-enrolling into units, you check the recommended study plans, because they have been designed in a way that you utilize your time at the university in most effective way. Sometimes it may happen that you were thinking you will enroll in this unit in next semester, but it may happen that the unit is not offered in both the semester, and in which case you may be disadvantaged. So we always recommend that you check the recommended study plans at the School of IT and Systems Canvas page, which I will show you shortly. Now, how can you communicate with the university? When you are at uni or anywhere, you will agree that communications is key. It's very important that you communicate. It's very important that you are informed of any changes or what's happening using an email ID. So when you are at uni, it's advised that anytime you're communicating with your conveners, you always use your university email ID. So we'll say you, in order to communicate and use the spaces here, you will need a student number and password. This will help you in logging into the campus computers. It will also help you in logging in remotely. You can use My UC Student Portal using that student ID and password, and you will also gain access to Canvas using the student ID and password. At any point in time, if you are facing any problem in accessing these items, which is computers or spaces or your My UC Student Portal or Canvas, then your first point of contact to get those issues resolved is the IT service desk. So in order to reach IT service desk, you need to email them at servicedesk@canberra.edu.au, or you call them up at 6201-5500. So that's the way you have access. Now, it's very important that you monitor your email, UC email, where all the important communications will come. So if any change is happening, then this will be sent only to your verified student email ID. So it's very important you monitor that inbox. And as I mentioned earlier, that it's very important that you communicate with your course conveners, your lecturers, or your tutors, always using your uni ID. The reason being, if you are using your personal ID, it may sometimes not be released on time. It may be blocked. So it's that we know anybody sending an email from these ID, these are verified, and there will not be any issue in receiving them. So that's the best way to communicate with the staff here. Now let's have a look at the expected workload. So in general, you will have 4 units during a semester, and 1 unit will count to 3 credit points with total workload of 150 hours on an average. So for each 3 credit point units, this is the expected workload. And for a typical ITS unit in semester 1 or semester 2, irrespective, so this is semester 1, let's talk about this. So in general, you will have 3 to 4 contact hours per week, which will include you may have 2 hours of lecture and 2 hours of weekly tutorial or lab, or you may have 2 hours of lecture and 1 hour of tutorial or lab. So you have 3 to 4 hours of contact hours per week. Then we have 4 to 8 hours of independent study hours per week. So we expect that when we are covering this material, you will need to spend some time independently on grasping those concepts and successfully progress through your unit. You will also need 8 to 12 hours in total per week over 13 weeks of time. Now, for the student workload, domestic student full-time load is 3 units or 9 credit points, or 4 units or 12 credit points per semester, which is little different from the international students who are required to maintain a full-time study load of 12 credit points per semester, which means if you are an international student, you have to be enrolled in 4 units per semester. Let's look at some of the facilities which will be helpful to you. So first of all is study skills, which is an on-campus and online study help. Now, when we are enrolling in 4 units, you have work relating to all those units. You may have your own schedule. So these study skills can help you with time management. They can suggest you how you manage your time. You can use it using online learning sites such as MyUC or UC Learn. They can also help with some assessment writing or researching and note-taking help. They can also help with English language skills, academic integrity. Often it's very important that we have awareness of academic integrity, and sometimes when we are coming from a different background, we have different understanding of academic integrity. So their on study skills can help you with that. They can also help with referencing and more. So as you progress through your postgraduate study, it is often required that you are researching the content, and when you are just developing your assessments, you are having adequate references. So how you should be referring to those sources, that's important, and they can help you with referencing. You can access them using the study help site, which is www.canberra.edu.au/studyhelp, or you can email them at studyskills@canberra.edu.au. We also have some more services which include Ask Advisor, which is general study and library help. So you might have seen, if you have visited the library, you might have seen that at the library we have some people with the Ask Advisor t-shirt they're wearing, and you can reach out to them. There are some study skills drop-in, which are for the specialist study, or if you have developed your assignment and you want some help with the referencing or language help, you can reach out to them and they can help you during the drop-ins. We also have peer-assisted learning sessions, which are the group study sessions for many of the core units in SciTech or PGL and Health. So mainly here I'm talking about, so with SciTech, you have group study sessions. We have MASH sessions, which are specialist maths, stats, and IT help sessions. Then we have Studio City, which is an online 24/7 study help. They can help you with the writing feedback, and you can connect them live. They are available via the left menu of your unit teaching site or the study help site here. There are some study skills courses. So as I mentioned, that when we are transitioning from a different environment, understanding of the expectations at this uni, maybe it's important, and you may have a different understanding. So coming at the same page, what the uni expects you, it's very important that you complete the academic integrity module. So that's a self-paced module, which you can complete at your own pace, and we generally recommend that early on in the semester, you complete that. We also have Study Skills for Success, which is another self-paced course. There are some workshops which are run, which include English for Uni and Study Skills for Success. And these courses, or self-paced online courses, have helped a lot of students so far. Now, when you are at uni, your health and well-being is very important. And for supporting that, we have some services which are focusing on health and well-being. So we have medical and counseling service, which is located in Building 1, which provides a comprehensive range of general practitioner, nursing, and counseling service. So at any point in time, if you face any health issues, you can reach out on campus at Building 1. Now, Medicare will cover all the UC Medical Center doctors, general consultation for domestic students. So in general, all the domestic students do have Medicare cards, and they can use that card to access the services. All the general doctor's consultations for the international students are covered by their health insurance, which is OHSC insurance. The center will offer free and confidential counseling for all the UC students. So if you are facing any issues, you can reach out to them with confidence that they will keep it confidential. Now, there is a Student Wellbeing Center, which is again located in Student Central. So you can see that Student Central is a very important point for your studies as well as health and well-being. The Student Wellbeing team provides individualized support and information to help you navigate your journey at UC in the best way possible. So they will be there to support. They provide confidential advice. They provide referrals and support with any challenge or concern that you are facing. And this includes any grievances you have faced, there is any misconduct, or you have financial difficulties, or there is a personal concern, and any other challenge you may be facing, you can talk to them, and they will maintain the confidentiality of that, and they will provide you advice. You can reach out to them using their email ID, which is wellbeing@canberra.edu.au. Now, a very important thing, which is in Australian context, consent matters, which means we all have the right to a respectful and supportive environment where we can study, work, and live safely. Consent Matters is an online course to educate on the culture of respectful relationship and being an active part of a respectful community. So you can reach out to this course at canberra.edu.au/self-community. Now, there are some specialized services which are dealing with the specific items such as career. So you are here, you are studying, and you are looking forward to a bright career ahead. So Careers UC is located in Building 1 above the refectory. They will provide advice on placement and internships, how you can find employment, and career guidance. So basically, we'll see shortly, they generally run some events which are helpful and for your career. We also have Nanaval Center, which is located on the ground floor of UC Lodge on Telida Street. They provide assistance to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island students to contribute to their academic success and career pathways, so which is very important. So this here. We also have OSHC Alliance, which is a team which assists international students for their inquiries about their health cover. So all the international students have health cover, and if they have any inquiry or if you are concerned that how you can cover your medical expenses, you can reach out to them. We have Inclusion UC, which is located in Student Central. This team provides support for students with a disability or ongoing health condition, including mental health conditions. So at any point in time, if a student is facing any health concern, which may impact their academic progress, then they can reach out to Inclusion UC, who can provide advice how they can progress. There is a student advocacy, which is located in Student Central. They provide confidential advice to support and representation so that they can assist students to progress successfully during their time at UC. The assistance with this group includes matters relating to staff, administration, learning and teaching outcomes, and breaches of university policy. So at any point in time, if a student has any concern around administration or how their teaching outcomes are, they can reach out to this group. For international student, we have again support located in Student Central. The International Student Support Service is dedicated to the international student matters, which include the advice on enrollment. If at any point in time you want to have variation in their enrollment, they can provide support relating to that. If you want advice relating to your visa conditions and program to improve your study experiences, health, and well-being, then this service is dedicated to the international students. And as I can see, many of you seem to be international students. This service may be helpful. We have UCX Food Pantry, which is located in the UCX Student Lounge, Building 1, Level A. This pantry provides students access to free food items each week, and they mostly have stock of non-perishable items. So you can check once in a while there. You can also find some fruits and veggies. Then we have a UC Student Mentor Program, which is designed to support our students who have newly joined UC. So as one of the students says, as a new student on campus, this program helped me feel like I had someone that could help me out when I needed it. I felt really supported and had a really great time meeting up with my mentor. So this program is mainly students supporting students. So some of the senior students who have already been through the journey which you will begin, they may be helpful in providing you advice. What can be useful, what will be more effective, so they can provide you support. So this mentor program is available to support you, connect you with the service, activities, and events, and answer you questions about the university life. These mentors provide individualized support, so that's a kind of buddy you have whom you can reach out when you need some help which is relating to navigating your journey at UC. How we select these student mentors, or who are these student mentors? These are some of the high performing students, or they are the role models. They have their university guides. They provide peer support. They are the triage point for support service. So sometimes, even though when you know that these services are available, you may be concerned that what is the service that I should access, or what service may be useful at this point in time or for this particular matter. Then your mentor can provide you some advice relating to where you can reach out. They also provide an ongoing connection and also community builder. It always helps that when you arrive at a new place, you are beginning your journey, if someone is there with you to navigate that map, it helps. So this program is really useful. You can sign up for a student mentor program, or you can find out more by contacting the team at ucthrive@canberra.edu.au. Now, this is about School of Information Technology and Systems. So we have a Canvas site for this one, which provides annual unit offering or replacement information. As I mentioned earlier, that you should proceed with the recommended study plans, which are accessible here. So you can find typical study plans, including specialist major specific study plans. There is a record of frequently asked questions, so you can get quick response for some of the questions which have been commonly asked by students. And there are any announcements which are relating to internship, graduate programs, and networking events, workshops, and more, you can access to them. So you make sure that you sign up to receive notifications from the Canvas site. I can just show you quickly how does it look like. So this is how it looks like. Oh, I'm not sure, it is not showing here. Let me check. Okay, for some reason it's not showing. But basically, if you click on this link or you go to 4478 courses, then you see the page at School of Information Technology and Systems, where you have the dean's message, and you also see that there are study plans here. There is information around what are the support services available. So please go and check this Canvas page. For any student inquiries, you can reach out to student inquiries at canberra.edu.au. But I would suggest that this page is worth checking, so please do check this page. Now, we talked about some of the services which are available. We talked about what will be your workload. So that means how the classroom for each of the unit look like and how many units you will be enrolled in during the semester. But in addition to that, outside of the classroom, there is a lot of networking that will happen, and you are always encouraged so that you can connect with the experts who may be useful in the coming time. So you get career advice from industry experts. You build your professional network, which will be useful at the employer events, which are organized by the student engagement team. So a student engagement team will organize events where students will get to interact and get guidance from future employers. So these will be potential employers who will be coming in on campus, or you may be getting advice on this is the event which is being organized maybe at another venue, or what is the venue for the event, where you can go and there will be potential employers who will come in who can provide guidance on, or you can have conversations with them that okay, I'm looking for future jobs, what kind of skills which are required, or what kind of things I should be working on. So these events are very helpful. So we organize career conversations with ACS. This event is organized every semester, and this is in collaboration with Australian Computer Society. Here, the employees are always willing to talk to you. So you can talk to them, and please make sure you attend this event. If we look at some of the past attendees at this event, we had IBM, we had AWS, we have Telstra Purple. We have a Let's Talk Careers event, which may include a speed networking event, and where we had past attendees from Cisco, IBM, Tesla, Charter Tech. So that's a speed networking event where you get a small time slice to talk to different employers. So there will be various employers who are participating, and we have just say 5 to 10 minutes. You talk to one employer, you move on to another employer. So that's how you get to talk to and build network with different employers there. And in addition to that, there may be other events which may be organized, which may be related to jobs, may be related to internship or any kind of graduate opportunities arising. So these are announced. So it's very important that you keep an eye on those announcements. You will receive those updates every Friday through the Canvas announcements. So if you log into your Canvas site, you can see that there are a few announcements which come on top of your units, and those are the announcements which you may need to pay attention to. Now, when we are in tech world, it is always helpful. You get more opportunity where you can connect with the students for programming or for having network where you can think about ideas and think about how you can materialize those ideas. You can collaborate, and as a convener or as a person who has worked in tech industry in the past, I can say that you get better at programming by programming more, right? So this is one of the opportunity where you can grow as developer. So UC Devs is an initiative which is led by students with the mission to create a community of IT students who are enthusiastic about technology at UC. The purpose of this initiative is to help students to connect with each other. They can form friendships or collaborate on projects, and they can find career opportunities. So many a times you will come to know about an opportunity through verbal the communication. Someone will tell you this is an opportunity coming up, come along with us, and that may help you, right? So there are some exciting events which are planned, and they organize networking event, they organize hackathons, they organize coding with pizza. So this is a very exciting community. Please scan this barcode so that you can join them here. Now, with this, I will conclude my presentation and leave the time for you to ask any questions you may have, which I may answer as a program director or convener. And in order to stay up to date with SciTech, please connect on Facebook at /UC SciTech, on Instagram with @UC SciTech, or on LinkedIn or the page which is company/UC Faculty of Science and Technology. So this, especially on LinkedIn, you get updates on what's happening or whatever students are achieving. It's always good to see that. So please connect on these social media sites. Any questions before we head for our morning tea? Yeah?
Just the UCI.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it for any of I building one.
Yeah. Sorry.
So once you're enrolled,
yeah.
I don't have the UCI. Do I need to get one and apply for it, or?
So you can go to the student center as you have enrolled here. So the student center in building one can help you with getting that out.
Okay, so I thought they just gonna mail UCI once you enroll. So we need to apply. We need to apply for it. We don't.
And you get a UC ID. They can help you with your ID card. So once you enroll, you should have got a student ID. And using that student ID, they can help you with setting up the password. They can help you with getting the physical ID card. That should be somewhere like this.
Yeah, the physical one.
Yeah, so that you can get in student center really one.
Is that the one we need to get to? My issue is parking when getting to UC.
I agree. So the parking, unless you get the ID card, it may be difficult to enter into any of the parking slots which are which have a bouquet. But
so when we get an ID card, we can park in the prairie.
it's a paid parking, so you will want to check. Yeah. Again, you can check that. Any other questions? Yeah.
Thank you so much, first of all, for all the information.
My
And my question is about the enrollment of the unit
Yeah.
for the domestic students. Is it compulsory for the domestic to enroll at least 3 units?
Yeah, so that is, as I said, that is a minimum requirement that they should be enrolled as a full-time student.
No, I'm part-time. That's
So the part-time, I think if you, as a part-time, you can enroll in just 2 weeks. Well, that should cost them. And I would suggest you talk to the student inquiries, drop a note to them, and they can help you with the planning of how you should plan the unit. Because with the part-time, it again becomes tricky that if you drop in a semester when we are expecting these 4 units to run, then you have to make a decision which 2 you should, right? So it may be that if a unit is run over 2 semesters, like it's offered in 1 semester as well as semester 2, then we may recommend that you complete these 2 units in this one and probably take this unit in semester 2 instead of semester 1. So an example is like capstone project unit, which is for the final year units. We offer that unit in semester 1 as well as semester 2. So the student have opportunity to take it in any semester. But let's say another unit which is offered only in semester 1, then you don't want to wait till semester 1 of the coming year, right? So you better complete this one. So I would suggest that for any part-time, they should seek advice from.
Thank you so much.
And also check the study plans. They will be helpful. So on the course campus page. So if you go to the ITS campus page, it will be very valuable. And still, as I said, that our teams are very, very helpful. So don't assume anything at any point in time. If you have a doubt, it means you are not sure. And if you are not sure, it's always better to seek an advice. Right? Any other questions? Yeah.
I just want to ask about the internship, because is there any difference between the career hub and the internship on career hub or internship on the LinkedIn in your science and tech page? Is there a difference? Or so it can be different opportunity, each of them, or?
Okay, so the career hub will offer their opportunities which are always visible on your campus. SciTech will also send announcement, but if you go to the SciTech faculty, generally they will be, so SciTech has its own opportunities for the internship because careers UC will be focused for all around the UC, right? But the SciTech will have its own internship units for which you will need to reach out to the student team who can place you for that because they are mandatory internship unit means you must work with it. So they will provide you specific help for that.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any online question? Oh, all right. So it has been really quiet with the online question. With that, I will suggest that we all head to the welcome morning tea, which will be an opportunity for you to meet our academics, your classmates, more classmates, your student advisors, student societies, and also an opportunity to enjoy some food to start with your day, right? Thank you very much for joining us, and I welcome you on the behalf of the School of ITS, and I hope that you have a wonderful journey in your semester 1 here. Thank you very much. And thank you, Sumaira, for moderating the online